Okay, so I am actually attempting to do two things for the first time at the same time, which should be pretty interesting. I'm going to try to shoot a YouTube or just a repair video. I haven't shot a repair video before. And I'm also going to try to repair this Mac Pro Magsafe power adapter for a laptop. Turn my phone off because it'll probably be beeping. The cord went out on here, and anybody that has dealt with these know that they're not really great. So I'm going to replace it with, try to replace it at least, with this new one that I just got from eBay. I'm going to actually try to take out the whole cord and replace it with this new cord. The 90s hip hop. Well, let's check that out. Try to my speed right there. There we go. Yeah. Alright. See what this thing do. Alright, so you see that pop there? We keep it 100. I had, as you can see, I got some other tools here. So I did this off camera. They made this thing hard, so I had to do some serious popping, but I was able to get one of these hooks out with a screwdriver. I was able to get it in there and get the hook out. Jump around, hey. But I was able to get one of the hooks out, and then I was able to take this and get this in here and pop it out. And then now I'm going to take it to the other side and try to do the same thing. See if I can get it up in that corners and get this side to pop too. There we go. So you see I got this out, and the other hook fell on the ground somewhere. Oh, I see it. This piece fell on the ground. Actually, this one might not be going back. Look like I kind of broke that piece off there. But we'll see. But the key is I was able to get this thing open here. And you want to, what I do know about these chargers is that you don't want to just do this immediately, like unplug it and try to open these things, because they hold a charge for quite a while. And I've seen plugs like this, you open them up and you know they've kept them out for like 2, 3, 4 days and they still got a charge in there. So always be careful when dealing with electronics. But next, also just know that you want to let this thing be unplugged for a while. This thing has been unplugged for like months, so I'm going to still be careful, but I'm pretty sure that after a few months, we're good. Yeah, so I don't want to disconnect those chargers down there. So right there is pretty good. Let me see what's happening down here. Okay, that's my magnet. I want to keep those intact. Okay, good. Okay, so what I want to do now, that I've kind of got this freed out of here a little bit, I want to get under here, because you can see that if you look closely, you can see that these are the cords. This is the cord I'm going to be changing right here. See this cord right here? And the solder is under here. So what I'm going to do, while I prep that to get up in there, I'm going to start warming up my solder, alright? Remember, these things are hot, so don't ever forget that the solder is hot when you're messing with these things. Keep these pieces over there beneath those. Alright, so now what I need to do is get under here. So I have a plate here, so it has tape on it. So I could take this screw off, I believe. But I believe if I just remove this tape, see this tape here, I may be able to get, if I can get that. What is this? Oh, it's that ditty, I'll be missing you. So the only clamp I could really come up with at this moment was this Raider clamp. Dead giveaway. There we go. So that clamp is going to kind of keep that plastic out the way. Let's see if you can see that. It's going to keep the plastic out the way for me to be able to grab a hold with my other hand this green cord and be able to pull down when the solder loosens here. So we'll see if that's a better shot. Hopefully it is. But like I say, I grab the clip so I can get my hands on here. So when I loosen the solder, this time I can pull down and take this cord out. And you see that? It popped right out that time. I had to balance. So now, just to make sure I don't mix up which is which, I'm going to take my white one, I'm going to put it in right now. Alright, because you don't want to have your negative and positive of an electrical cord on the wrong one. So I see under here, I'm going to try to just clear this out a little bit. There you go, got it in there. So now I'm just going to tighten that solder up around it. There we go. Got it. So that gets that right there. As you can see, I'm nice and tugged and snide up in there. So that's where I'll take my clip here. Clip that off a little bit. Clip off my excess. Okay. Then I'll probably take a little extra solder. I don't have any thin solder. Wish I did. I got this thick piece, but I'll take a little bit of this and just add a little to it. Make sure it's nice and snug in there. Try not to breathe in the soldering chemical too much, but I mean, you know, this is what you do, this is what you do. Alright? Okay? Okay, I just did what I told you not to do, which is not being careful with my soldering iron. And so those things burn like hell. So I just got a nice burn. It's been a minute since I've been doing this, so. Okay. Now we're going to take out the black side. I'm going to probably have to pay some medical attention to that later. Yeah. Now, let's get this thing, once again, being careful. And let's take out this black side here. And it's melting. Once it melts, I should be able to pull it out. Ah, got it. Got it out of there. All right. And that one actually kind of left a nice big hole for me already. So it shouldn't be too hard to get this side in. If you eat Chinese food, you'll probably be good with these fryers if you like using chopsticks. I like a fork, personally. There we go. All right. We've got a winner. You're in there. So, once again, we'll... Oakland definitely in the house. You ain't know. It's an Oakland vet talking to you right now. Yeah, Oakland got people that know how to do this. Yeah, sure does. All right, let's see. Consider. Let me unplug the solder iron so it can begin to cool down. And then let's take off our clip and try to begin to reverse put this thing back in. As you can see, I'm sitting up a little higher on the plastic than I was before, so I want to file this down just a little bit. I noticed that the plastic is sitting a little higher before, so I'm going to trim down my solder wire. There you go. That feels better. And yep, they're still good and intact. And I'm going to take these metal plates that I bent up, and then I'm going to try my best to carefully bend them back into place. You've broken all kind of, what do they call it? The warranties and all that. Right? So don't call up Apple after you do this and try to get this thing again. Alright. And here's for the moment of truth. I actually have this laptop right here. We've been listening to music on it. So here we go. We'll take this thing and connect it. And plug it in. And we'll take our cord. Voila! You see that? And it's charging. And if you look at the screen of the computer, you can see that but it is charging. And you can see that looking right there. We got a light on the plug. So much for the first edition of Chambers Repair. Deuces. That's my solder.